back to One Speed Studies. Today in this video, up to now I have discussed the propped cantilever beam type of problems with various load conditions. That means either a point load, either uniformly distributed load, either uniformly varying load, and either if a propped cantilever beam is overhang. That means I have used the simple 3 steps and I have calculated the prop reaction. Please once check out my previous videos so that you can easily understand how to calculate the prop reaction. But in today's video, I want to say you some basic formulas. It will be helpful for you for competitive exams also. It will be helpful for you, and it will also be helpful for strength of material subject also. It is nothing but I will say some basic formulas. So please follow the sequence what I am saying so that you can easily remember the slope and deflection formulas. Okay. See here, please follow the sequence what I am saying. Next one is load condition. Next one is slope, and next one is deflection. Slope I am denoting as theta and deflection I am denoting as delta, right? So coming. Okay, first load, type of load. Okay, see here, first type of loading is I am taking as when it is an cantilever beam. Since if it is an cantilever, when moment is acting, okay. Second step, second load, when a cantilever beam is acting and point load at free end at a distance L, okay. This is also at a distance L, right? Next one, okay. Third type of load is if a cantilever beam is acting, when a cantilever beam is acting a uniformly distributed load, that is of a distance L, right? Next, fourth one is if a load is W, right? Next, fourth condition is when a cantilever beam is gradually varying, A and B, it is of a distance L, okay. Next, fifth load, if it is an simply supported beam, when load is acting at center, okay. Center means half of the span, right? So it is, I am denoting as L by 2. Next, sixth one is when a simply supported beam is uniformly distributed with a distance L, okay, right? These are the different load conditions I am using. See here, when a cantilever beam is acting with a moment. Next one is when a cantilever beam, when a point load is acting at free end. Next, third condition is when a cantilever beam is uniformly distributed load. Fourth, gradually varying load, since here it is simply supported beam. Sixth one is when a simply supported beam with UDL, right? Next, slope condition. So here, before writing the slope, I want to calculate the bending moment for this type of loads, right? So for this type of loads, how to calculate the bending moment? So what will be the bending moment for moment is acting is nothing but M, right? See here, if it is a cantilever beam, the maximum bending moment will occur at the fixed end only, right? If it is simply supported beam, maximum bending moment will occur under the load, right? Bending moment occurs under the load here. See here. So I want to calculate fixed moment. Here it is A and this is B. Moment at A I need to calculate. So moment is nothing but force in distance. So W into L. W into L. Right. Next, since it is an UDL. What is an UDL? Or how to calculate UDL? Moment is nothing but force into distance by 2. So here force in distance by 2 means half into load how much? Force into distance into distance by 2. That means it's nothing but how it will come. It's nothing but the bending moment is W L square by 2. Okay, W L square by 2. Next, if a gradually varying load, when it is a gradually varying, what is the maximum bending moment at fixed end? So here, see here, what is the load here? It's nothing but half into base into height. Okay, load into distance. So it is acting at a distance L by 3. Load is acting. So it is acting at a distance L by 3. So it is nothing but force. This is my force. This is my total area I have calculated. Since it is triangle. So half into base into height. But I am calculating the fixed moment at A. So it is acting at distance L by 3. So it is nothing but W L square by 6. Right? Okay. Next. What is the maximum bending moment for simply supported beam? I am saying here maximum bending moment occurs under the load conditions. So here under the load. So the maximum bending, what is the maximum bending moment? So I am taking any reaction. First I need to calculate reactions, nothing but W by 2. Okay, W by 2 into L by 2 is nothing but W L by 4. Okay, first it is an UDL means what is the maximum bending moment? W L square by 8. Okay, these are the maximum bending moments. I think everyone will know already, right? So here I am calculating. So please follow the sequence what I am saying so that you can easily remember these type of load conditions, slope and deflection. So here slope I am denoting as theta is equal to ML by EI. Please follow the sequence. See here, I am writing, what is the coefficient before EI? 1. Here I am writing ML by 2EI. Next one, theta is equal to ML by 3EI. Next one. Okay. Next load condition is theta is equal to ML by 4EI. Okay. So here up to the head is nothing but a cantilever beam. But coming to simply supported beam, it's nothing but from here reverse. So here nothing but theta is equal to, write the sequence, ML by 4EI. This one theta is equal to ML by, before one, 3EI. Okay, please follow the sequence please follow the sequence. ML by EI, 2EI, 3EI, 4EI, again opposite, 4EI, 3EI. So here substitute my EM. In M is nothing but moment, right? So here moment is for a cantilever beam with the point load, moment is nothing but theta is equal to W into L. So there is nothing but W into L is nothing but W L square divided by 2EI. Okay. Next here. Here M is nothing but, what is M? I am W L square by 2. So substitute the M value, this one, W L square by 2 means nothing but W L cube divided by 6EI. Okay. Here nothing but, okay, W L square by 6EI. Here see. Okay. Now here also you substitute, if it is a gradually varying load, it is nothing but ML by 4EA, so that it will be, what will be the answer? How? See here, ML square by 6. So it is nothing but ML cube by 24EI. Okay. 6 4 is 24, no ma? Okay. Next one. ml by 4. It's nothing but I'm substituting ml square by 16 ei. Okay, this one ml cube by 24 ei. Okay, I think everyone has, and just to follow the sequence what I am saying, if the load condition, if you follow this sequence only, you can easily calculate the slope and deflection formulas. Okay, this sequence only you should calculate. First one is moment acting, next one point load, next one uniformly distributed, gradually varying, simply supported with a loaded center, simply supported with uniform distributed load. Right. Next, I need to calculate deflection. Okay, here also please follow the sequence what I am saying. Delta is equal to theta into L by 2. Okay, here delta into, here L means coefficient 1. So I am writing 2L by 3, 2 after 3, 1 after 2. See here, delta into 3L by 4, this one. Delta into 4L by 5, next one. Okay, for a simply supported beam, I am taking this one here, delta into theta into L by 3. You remember this one, huh? L by 3. Here this one, delta into 5L by 16. You remember these two. It is nothing but L by 2 after, it is nothing but L by 3 here, 5L by 16. So here I am substituting in deflection the slope value. It is nothing but delta is equal to theta, how much I got? ml by ei, right? I am substituting, just I am simply supporting this one theta value. How it will be? ml square by 2ei, right? Next one, delta is equal to theta, how much? 2 I am cancelling here. That means wl cube by 3ei. Next one, delta is equal to theta, how much? wl cube by 6ei. 3 2s I am cancelling, 3 2 6. So that wl cube by 8ei. How I got? Here 6 is there, no, I am cancelling 3 2s 6 and 4 into 2 it is 8. Here also 4 it is there, no, if I substitute this delta value, how it will be? 4 6 24, right? 6 into 5. So it is wl power 4 by wl power 4 by 30 ei. Okay, wl power 4 by 30 ei. Next here, wl cube by 48 ei. Just I am simply supporting the theta value in deflection, right? Next one, 5 wl cube by 16 into 24 is nothing but 384. So it is 384 ei. So please once check out these formulas. Okay, I think everyone have understood the basic, the sequence what I am saying. See here, it's nothing but load condition. The sequence only you should follow. If it is simply supported beam with moment, next one, a point load is acting, next uniformly distributed, next one gradually varying, next simply supported with here. Just here, I am just supporting the theta value, right? See here, theta is nothing but this sequence only you should follow. Theta is equal to ml by ei. And substituting the m value is nothing but m into m. Just this is nothing but bending moment. Okay, so I am substituting this m value. What is the bending moment for this type of load? It's nothing but m. So ml by ei. Here also I am substituting m wl square by 2 ei. W into l. Okay. This is my sequence. Here deflection is nothing but slope into L by 2. This is my sequence. L by 2, 2L by 3, 3L by 4, 4L by 5. But it simply is about some L by 3. You remember this one, ma? 5L by 16. So it is WL cube into L. So it's not, sorry, ma? WL power 4. Right. See here, L cube into L. So it will be 5WL power 4 by 384 EI. Okay. Now, these are the 6 basic formulas so that you can calculate. Why I have told you this type of formula, see here. So, I am calculating the slope at B. Free end only, no ma? Is nothing but slope at B. Deflection is also at B only, free end. Right, deflection at B only. Right? So here I have already discussed, according to essay type of questions, if they ask to calculate the deflection and the prop reaction, no need to calculate using the 3 steps and the time waste time. Depending upon the weightage of mark, you can calculate. If it is an essay type of questions, in previous videos I have clearly explained the 3 steps and I have calculated the deflection. But if they ask to calculate for a short answer type of questions, the deflection, what is the first step before in essay type of questions? What is the first step? Remove the prop and consider load and calculate deflection. This is my first step, right? So please once check out my previous video so that you can easily understand. What is the first step in according to essay type of questions? Remove prop and consider load and calculate deflection. It is nothing but load conditions, no nama. Here prop I have removed and just consider load here. So that I have calculated the slope and deflection. Slope is unnecessary, but if they ask to calculate, I have just for further purpose also, if these formulas will be helpful for competitive exams also, it will be helpful. So according to the propped cantilever, you just need to know the deflection. So that for calculating deflection, I need to calculate slope also. So that in this video, I have discussed the slope, how to calculate slope also. Right? What is the first step? Remove prop and consider load and calculate deflection. Is there nothing but this one? This is my, if you substitute these formulas also, you will get the first step. Right? Now, I am saying here, see here. Now, I am saying you another formula, I am taking it as 7, okay. So, till now I have discussed at free end. Now, if a load is acting at some distance, essentially A and B some point, not at center, right? If it is acting at some distance, okay, L1 and L minus L1 I have taken. So, I need to calculate that type of formula also. So, it's nothing but for that one, the slope is, here also maximum bending moment is nothing but this point only I should calculate. So, W into L1 only. But here I need to calculate slope. Okay, I am calculating slope here. See here. Okay, I am calculating the slope is A and B and C. Here, for this type of load conditions, the slope will be at theta B and theta C also it will be, right? See here. We know the free end value. What is the free end value? WL square by 2EL. Just if the load condition is at some distance, essentially L1 and L minus L1, just substitute in L1, WL square by, just you place in L, it is nothing but, L is nothing but overall distance. But if this type of load conditions, you should substitute this one. For example, it is 2 meters and this is 4 meters. You substitute the 2 value only. It is nothing but WL1 square by 2EL. Deflection at C also WL1 square by 2EL. Okay. Right. But coming to deflection. So deflection here also delta B. Only it will be at free end only. So slope will be according B point and C point, but deflection at free end only. Overall deflection will be like this, like so. Deflection I should carry at B only. So at B point, if it is at this type of load conditions, just to see here, substitute this one. In L place, just you pre-place W. In L, just replace it is as L1. So So it is nothing but WL1 cube by 2EI, right? Just add the slope value. What is the slope value? WL1 square by 2EI, and the remaining distance, what is the distance? L minus L1. Okay. See here, once again I am saying, see here, some difference I am seeing here. If it is nothing but WL1, so that you can easily understand, if I am drawing another sketch, is nothing but, so here we know these type of load conditions, nothing but WL square by 2A. If the load condition is acting at some eccentricity, some distance L1 and L minus L1, just if you know the cantilever beam at free end is nothing but WL square by 2A. Just if it's a distance, you substitute WL1. In L place, you substitute L1 square by 2A. Deflection, see here, delta B is nothing but, just once again I'm saying, at free end means you add the deflection at free end plus slope value is nothing but WL1 cube by 2A, and slope value is WL1 square by 2A into, and the distance, remaining distance I am taking, it is nothing but remaining distance is L minus L1, just I have taken here, right? Next one is my next formula. Okay, I think everyone understood this one. Next one is 8. Now I have calculated free end, I have calculated, and this formula at some eccentricity. This type of formula is also applicable when load is acting at center, also same formula is applicable, right? Next one. When loading acting at left half of the span, nothing but UDL. Same as point load. See here, I have just replaced here L as L1. Same here also, theta B and theta C are same, right? So I am just replacing in place of L, WL. It's nothing but WL1 cube by 6EL, right? It is same. Next, now I need to calculate deflection. So here what is the deflection? This is my A point and this is my C point and this is my B point. Here deflection will be always at free end. So delta B is equal to, so replace in L as L1. So it is WL1 cube by 80I. Next, what I have to add the slope value. What is the slope? WL1 cube by 6EI into L minus L1. This is my slope and deflection value. Next one. When a cantilever beam is nothing but uniformly distributed, it may be either left side, either it may be at right side. Either completely it will be distributed. So, till now we have discussed uniform distributed in the whole span, left half of the span. Now I am going to discuss right half of the span. So, it is of distance, how much? L minus L1 I am taking. This is at a distance L1, A point, C point and B point. Example, see here, this is my whole span. If I know the value 5 meters, up to here, if I know the value 2 meters, how to calculate this value? It's nothing but 5 minus 2 will get 3 meters value. Same procedure. Here same. I know the whole span formula, slope and deflection value. I know the left half of the span, slope and deflection value. Then how to calculate half of the span? It's nothing but subtract. Say, before I have example, same as example. See here, deflection. Theta B, delta B and delta C is equal to what? Whole span how much? W L cube by 6EI. Next, left half of the span how much I got? Minus W L1 cube by 6EI. Okay. Minus W L1 cube by 6EI. Same here, see. Delta B is equal to whole span value how much? W L cube by 8EI. W L cube by 8EI minus this value. Left half of the span. What is that value? W L1 cube by 8EI plus W L1 cube by 6EI 1 second. See here, L cube into L how much? L power 4 number, sorry, L power 4. So here also it will be L power 4, right? So here also it will be L power 4 by ATI, here L power 4 by ATI into L minus L1. Okay, this is my basic formulas. See, once again I am saying L cube into L how much? I am substituting in place of theta this value. So L cube into L is L power 4. I have mistaken, I am sorry. These are the 9 basic formulas. In strength of materials also it will be so helpful for you. In competitive exams also it will be helpful for you. So please remember, please follow the sequence what I have said so that you can easily remember the slope and deflection formulas for any type of beam, right? Coming to the topic, generally this video I have discussed why I have shown you this tabular form is depending upon the weightage of mark you should calculate. First of all, every student should know, depending upon the weightage of marks you should answer the question. If it is a short answer type of question, if they ask you to calculate the drop value, I have already discussed in the previous videos, I have used moment area method and I have calculated the drop value and shear force and bending moment diagrams. But if they ask you the short answer type of question and ask you to calculate the drop value, then how to calculate, I will say with example problem. Once note down this one. Okay. I think everyone understood how these formulas are applicable, right? Now, any problem you can say. Now I am taking simple problem for this problem. So using this formula, how to calculate the drop value I will calculate. Okay. Analyze the given propped cantilever level 2 for example problem I am taking how to calculate. So for example it is 10 kilonewtons acting and it is of distance 2 meters and it is at a distance 2 meters. See here, this formula is applicable if it is in some acting at some eccentricity either 2 meters or 3 meters. Okay, either if it is at center also this formula is applicable. See here, A point, C point and B point. What is the first step? I am considering only load. So here only load means what is the deflection formula? Delta B is equal to W L1 cube by that one. So 10 into L1 how much? 2 cube by 3EI plus 10 into 2 square divided by 2EI. L minus L1 means overall length how much? 4 minus 2. It is nothing but 2. So that it is 10 into 8 divided by 3EI plus 10 into 4 divided by 2EI. Here 2 I am cancelling. Okay. Here 2 I am cancelling. So it is. Okay. So that 80 by 3EI plus 40 by EI. Okay. Then how it will be? 80 by 3EI plus 40 by EI. So 80 plus 120 divided by 3EI is equal nothing but 80 plus 120 plus 80. It is nothing but 210. 210 divided by 3EI. Okay. Okay. Next one. Now what is the next step? Construct prop and calculate deflection. Okay. Remember, if you consider only the prop and the deflection formula is nothing but PL cube by 3EI. How this formula had come, I have discussed in previous videos. So please once check out. Every constant it is. Okay. If a cantilever beam is acting at a prop, the deflection value is nothing but PL cube by 3EI. So here L how much? 4. P into 4 cube divided by 3EI. Okay. That means if I delta B1 is equal to delta B2. B1 how much I got? 110 divided by 3EI. Next one. 64. 4, 4, 16, 16. 64p divided by 3a. If you do the calculation, you will get the p value something, right? So, depending upon the weightage of mark, you should calculate. Okay, it is nothing but by using the formulas I have calculated, we can also calculate the prop value, right? So, I think everyone understood this video. So, please subscribe my channel and thank you so much. And పక్కనే ఉన్న bell icon press చేస్తే and latest notifications అన్నీ మీకు వస్తాయి, so that you can easily see my video. Thank you so much.